Hooah! Hello, my friends. It feels like it's been a long time since we've talked because I filmed my last video like several days before I released it, but this one I'm filming on Monday, which is 1 week since the release of the last video. So I haven't recorded in probably 9 or 10 days, I'd say. Today I was feeling like sitting down and talking to you guys because I had an interesting experience. First, let me just mention, today we're going to be working on a piece that I've been working on for about a week now. I'm excited to get back into it. I haven't really touched it for probably 3 days, so I think it's going to be pretty sick. The experience that I had today was I got really overwhelmed, like sensory-wise, and I noticed what happened was like reality, it lost its 3D aspect. Like it became like everything flattened like into a painting. So I was looking at my wife at the time and her form just kind of distorted in a weird way, almost looking like kind of like how Picasso paints, but it had like the same like kind of like vibrance as like a Van Gogh painting. But it was definitely like 2D. It was just this very weird experience because it was that plus my body felt like it was full of bumblebees buzzing. And then I also had these weird like audio loops going on at the same time. Yeah, it was interesting. It didn't like freak me out that much. Like in the moment I stayed pretty calm. It wasn't comfortable by any means, but it gave me like a real insight into like why I paint what I paint. Because it looked like stuff just kind of looked exactly like kind of where I feel like I'm trying to take the art at the moment. Not in the sense of like I'm trying to make it look like a mix of like a Picasso and a Van Gogh, because it had those aspects to it, but it wasn't exactly that, because obviously it wasn't perfectly that. But like the idea of flattening space at various angles, yeah, I don't know. I've had some kind of realizations about my painting lately. So I've been slowing way down. Like usually between times where I'd make videos, like between times we would talk, I'd complete, I don't know, 3 or 4 paintings. And now we're working on the same painting, like multiple videos. So it's, I'm really taking a lot more time to like fully digest before moving forward. And then also just adding a lot more layering and detail and sort of like fractalization. But anyways, I'm sure there's more stuff that I'll remember, but let's just jump into the painting and then I'll bring it up as I remember it as we paint. Let's talk through this painting and where I'm at with it. There's no form presenting itself right now, but there's definite good emotion here. It's a good base to build from. Do we need more like freedom and just doing whatever? Do we need to try and bring a little bit of form into play here, or maybe we need neither of those things and we need to just clear the mind and move however feels natural? Oh, my friends, I had a harvest recently. Oh my gosh, so many hours spent. I'm overthinking things, and that is not useful for this situation. There's nothing to overthink when there's no form and no clear direction yet. Now, what color do I feel right now? I feel yellow. Yellow I feel is like you're feeling happy, but it's like kind of like a wired happy, not like a peaceful happy, like a light pink. That's how I feel about it, at least. Ketchup, mustard. Well, that's disturbing. Man, is there something I'm not facing that I'm thinking about here? I mean, it's kind of fair. I have this like shaky energy that could be easily much more than just anxiety or nerves or whatever. That's one thing it's interesting. I have a lot of like, I'm constantly examining myself. Oh, my plants are just about to go to sleep. I need to close the door. My point is, I think I generally have a pretty good understanding of what's going on in my brain, but my body will then show me things that I'm not even aware of. So then I'm like, I guess I don't have as good of a self-perception as I thought. It's like this weird thing where it's like I'm self-critical. So like if something sucks, like I'm not afraid to like tell myself that it sucks, but like I will work on things for so many hours over a period of time that it will have like legitimate negative physical health consequences. And it happens fairly regularly. So it's like I have this like lack of like internal like how I'm doing awareness. And we are back. I don't know how much of that will have gotten cut out. I have ink on my flip-flops. I've been wearing this outfit for 4 days now, I think. To me, I feel like it's like how a cook like would dress at a halfway house. Not that that's exactly the look that I'm going for, but it's a very comfortable outfit, I will say that. We gotta mix a color. We have to. It's not even an option. That's it. That'll be the 2 colors I use, along with some gesso. Some gesso. I know I say that wrong. I have accepted that I pronounced that incorrectly, but it feels weird to say it the right way now, so I don't. I know it's gesso. Don't make fun of me. Gosh. Good morning to myself. It's too busy, but we're not into the phase of making it less busy yet, so definitely feels like something. Feels like something's forming. I hope you can feel that too. Well, that's becoming something. I'm not gonna rush it or anything, but me gusta. I know this might look just like a mess of paint, but that's how they all look until they come together. Oh, here's something fun to talk about. We have officially reached 1 year of painting now. May 27th would be my 1 year that I started painting. It's funny because I was recently looking through a notebook of mine and I found like old journal entries from when I first started like making art, and like from like within a month beforehand, so I could kind of see where I was at. And it's funny because I was already wanting to be an artist of some sort. Like I was really deep into filmmaking at the time, and I was trying to I was learning all about that. And I did if you look at this channel, you look at the very first video on this channel, that's what I was working on at the time. Right around that time, because I was trying to be like the best I could at making videos, I thought to myself, I said, why don't you try pastels? Because I had watched a David Cho video where he had done some pastels, and I was like, well, I can do that. Like it's like a crayon, so I can do that, and I can blend or whatever if I want to, but I can start out with that. So I started out with pastels, probably like mid-May, and then I just kept working on that. Like I was just doing landscapes and stuff at first. That was kind of like what I wanted to start with. I have like a couple very basic ones, and then I just like, what if I just said fuck that and I just made whatever I wanted? Isn't the point of this just to make whatever I want? And then I found painting shortly thereafter because I had been doing pastels, and I was like, something to try out. And I remember the moment that like the very first stroke, it was a blue, like it was the apple barrel 2 blue on a black canvas. I just remember seeing that, and I just remember being like, I have to do this. Something about this it was just like goosebumps. And then I just never stopped. I did like 60 paintings in 60 days when I first started, and then I kept painting like most every day for a long time, and I still paint most every day. Some days I take off if I'm feeling tired and just like energetically depleted, because creativity takes a lot of effort, and sometimes life itself takes effort. And this is a pretty interesting painting so far. It's coming to be, I don't know what it's coming to be, but I can kind of see a form starting. And we're going to have to tone it down a little bit because it's a little bit gaudy at the moment, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. This is going to be a good piece. I can feel it. I can feel it. But it is definitely becoming something, and it is starting to look, it's starting to show some sort of form. And maybe I'll take it into an entirely new direction. And maybe next week we will be working on this same painting in a whole new form. Who knows? I cannot believe that my phone stopped recording on me. Yeah, now you're gonna see. I don't know what you're gonna see. All right, it looks like my fucking camera's getting very close to overheating as well, so this is where we call it today, my friends. I have had a wonderful time painting with you. I hope you enjoyed the painting so far. I can't wait to see where it goes from here, and I hope to see you again next week. I greatly appreciate all the support, and with that being said, goodbye. Goodbye now.